Hi, I'm Emily of British Girl Bakes, and I'm going to show you how to make a black cake with black filling and black frosting. For a black cake, I recommend making a chocolate cake, since it's already dark brown and you won't need cups and cups of black food colouring. This is my perfect chocolate cake batter, which has cocoa powder in it, which you dissolve in water. I'm using this black cocoa powder, which is naturally black, or if you want to use normal cocoa powder, you can add black gel food colour until you get the shade of black you want. Definitely use a gel colour instead of liquid, because they're much more concentrated, so won't affect the consistency of your cake batter. By the time I've added all of the black cocoa powder mixture, the cake batter is really dark, and it's going to get darker as it bakes. But as an experiment, I'm filling half of my cake pans with the batter as it is, and then adding Americolor Super Black Gel Colour to the rest of the batter to see if it makes the cakes any darker. These are mini springform pans, and I love using them for 4-inch cakes because they're so easy to get the cakes out after baking, and I've put the link for these ones in the description below the video. The batter with black gel colour looks slightly darker at the moment, but let's see how they look after baking. Exactly the same! I can't tell the difference between the cakes with and without the black colour added. I've levelled this cake layer, and you can see that the inside is jet black as well. For black filling and frosting, you have two options: chocolate ganache or buttercream. For ganache, melt 2 parts of chocolate and 1 part of heavy whipping cream or double cream. So this is 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate and 1 cup of cream. I've put the link for the recipes in this tutorial with measurements in grams and ounces and cups in the video description. This ganache is already a nice dark brown, so you don't need to add much colouring to make it black. I'm adding about a teaspoon of Americolor Super Black Gel Colour. Let the ganache come to room temperature, which will take 1 or 2 hours, or you can speed up the process by putting it in the fridge and stirring it regularly to keep it smooth. Then you can fill and frost your cake with it. If you prefer buttercream, you can use black cocoa powder to make it black. I'm using my 4-minute buttercream, but I haven't added the milk or cream at the end of the recipe. Instead, I'm mixing 1/3 cup of black cocoa powder with 1/4 cup of hot water to make a paste, and then adding it to the buttercream, and you can see it's already quite dark from the cocoa powder, but definitely not black. Now I'm adding 3/4 cup of melted semi-sweet chocolate, which makes it a bit darker, and then a teaspoon of black gel colour, and then I'm covering the bowl and letting it sit for an hour to darken. The buttercream does darken a bit on its own with time, but I want a really black frosting, so I'm adding another teaspoon of black gel colour, and I'm really happy with this shade of black, which is going to get even darker with exposure to air. And there's the final colour after another hour. So here's my black cocoa cake with black cocoa buttercream filling and frosting, and now it's time to cut into it. Wow, it's so black! Now let's see if it stains my teeth. All clear. The black cocoa powder does most of the work for you, and you really need very little gel colour to make the cake or buttercream really black. A black cake is fun for Halloween, but also makes a very dramatic looking cake, both inside and out. Thanks for watching! I share a new cake decorating tutorial every week, so make sure you click the red subscribe button so you don't miss one.